Hello everyone, this is Ditty, and in light of the free launch of Halo 3 on Xbox Live this October 16th, I want to discuss an opinion about Halo 3 and its popularity over the past few years. Before I start, I want you to know that some of the things that I say might not be 100% accurate, and I want you to call me out on these false accusations because I believe in fair arguments and discussions. Also, I'm willing to bet a lot of you will want to argue with me about what I have to say, so please understand that this video is in no way intended to be the right opinion whatsoever. The message displayed in this video is for the purpose of starting a discussion about Halo. So please, share your thoughts with me and we'll talk down in the comments. Okay, let's get started. The Halo 3 era of gaming from the years 2007 to 2009 are considered the peak of Halo and the height of console gaming and FPS on the MLG scene. Millions of people worldwide would populate Halo 3 all hours of the day, every day of the week. But when Halo Reach came out, many of the competitive settings changed the way Halo was played. The majority of the competitive community, who absolutely despised these changes, quit playing Halo Reach and quit playing Halo altogether. Now, to be fair, for the first few months, let's say about 5 months after Reach launched, a lot of the Halo 3 fans who hated Reach kept playing Halo 3. But Halo 3's population wasn't as big as it once was, and the glory days of Halo 3 eventually died out. But what caused Halo's decline from one of the most popular and the most played FPS games on the market? My biggest question to Halo fans is, when Halo Reach came out and you realized you really didn't like what it had to offer, why didn't you just go back to playing Halo 3? Granted, some of you may have done this, but the numbers don't lie, and the Halo population declined pretty quickly. Now don't get angry at me, but I'm about to use Call of Duty as an example. Call of Duty 4 is considered by a lot to be the best online multiplayer Call of Duty ever made. When Call of Duty World at War came out, there was tons of community backlash and hate for this new Call of Duty game because a lot of the mechanics were changed due to the fact that it was set in World War II era as opposed to the modern era as Call of Duty 4 was. A huge portion of the COD community who hated World at War simply went back and played Call of Duty 4, and it was played more than the most recent installment of the franchise. Why? Because people liked it better. Why wasn't this the case with the Halo community? Why didn't everyone who hated Halo Reach immediately go back to Halo 3 and have Halo 3 be played more than the newest installment of the Halo franchise on Xbox Live? I'm willing to argue that the majority of the competitive Halo community will agree with the notion that Halo Reach ruined Halo's competitive merit because of how drastically different the gameplay was. And one of the only reasons they kept playing Halo Reach instead of Halo 3, even though they didn't like it as much, is because Major League Gaming was no longer supporting Halo 3 as their FPS of choice, and instead supporting Halo Reach and its new competitive style. But since a lot of the competitive Halo fans hated how Reach played, they didn't want to follow MLG anymore, leading to the drop in stream viewers and the massive decline in interest in Halo in general, and they simply stopped playing. We're seeing this happen again since MLG dropped Halo altogether and picked up Call of Duty as their FPS. Halo pros are pretty much out of a job because Halo isn't being played at MLG events, so one by one they're switching over to Call of Duty because it's the game that's supported on the MLG professional circuit, and that's where the viewers are. I see all this hate for the more current iterations of Halo like Reach and Halo 4, and all this praise for the previous versions like Halo 2 and Halo 3 without anyone stopping to consider simply playing the game they prefer more. It blows my mind that there are people out there who say, "Oh my god, Halo 4 sucks so much. 343 totally ruined Halo. Halo 2 or Halo 3 was the best Halo out there. Why can't they just give us that?" And then when you ask them, well, why don't you just go play Halo 3 then? They'll give you some lame-ass excuse like, "Oh well, nobody really plays it anymore, so I can't ever find a game." Seriously? If everybody who thought this way actually played Halo 3 instead of bitching about how much the newer Halos suck, I'd bet the population increases at least 500%. Oh, 500% of 3,000, so drastic. Let me give you some loose facts. At the time of recording this commentary, 12,000 people are playing Halo 4, and around 8,000 people are playing Halo Reach. Add in Halo 3's current population of 3,000, and you have a measly 23,000 players. There were millions of people playing Halo 3 at its peak. Where did everybody go? Where are all the Halo fans? They did In my opinion, they did one of three things. 1, they either grew up and didn't have time for games anymore. 2, they went over to Call of Duty because that's where the numbers are. Or 3, they still support Halo and play it frequently. So, if you're in the group that thinks Halo 3 was the peak of Halo's competitive life and don't like playing the newer versions of Halo, then by all means, support Halo 3 by playing it on Xbox Live. It's free to download on October 16th, and it'll have consolidated playlists, which means the best game types and the best playlists will be available to play online. So please, if you love Halo 3, then hop on for a few games. Maybe invite your friends along. Who knows? Maybe you'll fall in love with it again, and it'll climb the ranks as one of the top 10 most played games on Xbox Live again. Or maybe you'll be reminded of some of its flaws and understand where some of the newer games have improved on how the game plays. Hit scan. So that's all I wanted to say. Support the game you love, and if you're not providing constructive criticism on how 343 can improve on their current versions of Halo, then stop complaining about it. Show 343 which game the community supports the most, so that they look at that game for reference when building the next Halo. This has been Ditty, and if I made you think about one of the things that I talked about in this video, then my goal has been accomplished. Please rate this video as you see fit, and I hope you liked it enough to support my channel and future videos by hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Keep it real.